Hello cat lovers and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're tackling a question that weighs on the heart of every cat owner. Do our feline friends get lonely when we leave them home alone? We often see cats as these super independent, emotionally detached creatures, but the truth is, they're incredibly sensitive to changes in their environment. The absence of their favorite human, a disruption in their daily routine, these things can really throw them for a loop. It might make them less active, a bit anxious, or even surprisingly clingy when you get back. So, how can you tell if your cat is missing you? What are the signs they need more attention? And most importantly, what can you do about it? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the feline psyche. First off, let's talk about how to tell if your cat actually misses you. While the scientific community is still debating whether cats feel miss you emotions like we do, or if it's more about boredom, there's a general consensus: leaving a cat alone for too long isn't a great idea. Boredom and loneliness can genuinely impact their health. Think about it: 1 minute you're there, part of their world, and the next, you've vanished. That can be pretty stressful for a creature of habit. Cats react to being left alone in all sorts of ways. Some might become little stress balls, meowing nonstop, marking territory where they shouldn't, or even refusing to eat. Others might seem completely unfazed on the surface. But anxiety can be sneaky. It can show up as extreme lethargy, where they just seem completely out of it, or the complete opposite, hyperactivity, where they're bouncing off the walls. Some cats might even retreat and hide, wanting nothing to do with the world. So, let us break down some specific signs that your cat might be feeling the pangs of loneliness and needs a bit more of your time and attention. One of the most common stress responses, just like in humans, is overeating. Have you ever found yourself snacking more when you're bored or stressed? Well, cats can do the same thing. They might start stress eating to cope with the loneliness. If your cat is alone too often, you might notice them eating way more than usual, which can quickly lead to unhealthy weight gain. So, if the food bowl is emptying faster than it should, it might not just be a big appetite, it could be a cry for companionship. Another big sign is sleeping all the time. Now, we all know cats are professional nappers. Sleeping 16 to 18 hours a day is totally normal for a healthy adult cat. But if you notice your furry friend is sleeping even more than that, and seems sluggish or uninterested in anything when they are awake, it could be a red flag for boredom. They're essentially sleeping their days away because there's nothing better to do. Of course, excessive sleepiness can also be a symptom of an underlying health issue, so it's always something to keep an eye on. Next up is excessive grooming. You might think, great, my cat is extra clean. But constant, almost obsessive licking is often a self-soothing behavior for a stressed-out cat. It's their way of coping with anxiety. This can actually be harmful. Over-grooming can lead to bald patches and irritated skin. Plus, all that extra fur they're swallowing can cause some serious digestive problems, like hairballs or even blockages. Often, this is a direct attempt to get your attention. They're trying to assert their dominance and inject a little action into their lives. It's another symptom of boredom and a lack of mental stimulation. So, if your once peaceful home has turned into a wrestling ring, it could be that one of your pets is feeling particularly lonely. So, you've identified some of these signs in your own cat. What can you do, especially when you have to go to work or be away from home? Life happens, and we can't be with our pets 24/7. The good news is, there are plenty of things you can do to make their alone time more comfortable and engaging. First, enrich their environment. Leave out plenty of toys to keep them occupied. Think puzzle feeders that make them work for their treats, jingly balls, or even just a simple cardboard box. You can rotate the toys daily so there's always something new and exciting to discover. It's all about keeping their minds active and engaged. Second, give them a window to the world. A safe, secure spot by a window can provide hours of entertainment. They can watch birds, people walking by, or just the leaves rustling in the trees. It's like cat TV. If you want to go the extra mile, you can even set up a bird feeder outside the window to attract more wildlife for them to watch. This simple change can make a huge difference in alleviating their boredom. Third, don't confine them. Unless it's for safety reasons, avoid locking your cat in a single room. Give them the freedom to roam around the house. This allows them to choose their own napping spots, find different vantage points, and generally feel more in control of their environment. The ability to move freely and explore helps prevent that feeling of being trapped and bored. And perhaps the most important part, what you do when you get home. When you walk through that door, make a point to reconnect with your cat. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Just a few minutes of dedicated playtime with a wand toy, some gentle petting and chin scratches, or even just talking to them in a soothing voice can make them feel loved and secure.